So, this all started because I gave it to my nephew, and he brought it back, had no barrel, it was missing the hopper to the Cyclone, and it didn't have a lot of this other stuff already on it, but it did have the lower expansion chamber system and all that. So I ended up buying a barrel and some parts, and it slowly turned into this, but it didn't begin that way. In the beginning, I used this really weird hopper just because I wanted to make something more tactical, something that didn't look like a hopper. And as you can tell, it still looked like a hopper. It looked pretty dumb. It worked okay. It just wasn't my best work. I didn't really care for it. Somewhere down the road, the Apex came into the world of things, and tried that out, and a little bit of modding had to go in here to make that fit. And this is just a cheap bipod, nothing fancy. You can see how it rocks and swivels. It's really kind of cruddy, but as a machine gun and, like, you know, strafing fire and being able to kind of maneuver easier, I guess you could say, when you have it stood out, it is all right, but it's not the best bipod. It does have a quick disconnect. You can just pop it off right there. It's never really a problem. It's way away from your hand. I got some hand grooves right here, and it feels really comfortable here. You can throw the bipod forward or backward, and when it's backward, it's not really too in your way here. If you extend it, though, they'll get in your way. So the hopper is built out of a diamond blade for cutting concrete, and this is a diamond blade for tile. And I didn't have any great ideas other than I used some bolts. And that actually works. A lot of Dremel work right here, some grinding and stuff like that. Still got ammo in there. To make this little tapering groove. It wasn't too terrible. It's not bad. I didn't have any other ideas. It was getting too tall because in its thickness, I mean, you can see it's rather tall. So you had to put I had to put this riser bracket on here because it had this mount on this side, and it also has a mount on that side. So that was the genius that gave me how to attach it, because I really like the ability in the 98s that you can access your hopper. It's hard to do. And that will fall down. Still got ammo in there, haven't cleaned it out yet. So you can pop down your latch here, and then you can get inside. Not very easily, but it allows you to at least run a squeegee, see what's going on, and understand the circumstances. And then if you have to kind of see up in here, see if you have any issues. It'll totally dump your hopper though. So if you're fully loaded and you have an issue, you pop that open, all your ammo's coming right out of there. Just what it is. And this is really hard to do, sorry. That screws on tight, and they got rubber washers to give them a little bit of a grip tension, and this string so it doesn't come off. Another thing is these brackets down here. They're really easy to lose. And this thumb screw is really easy to lose. I actually lost one. I need to find another one. But I tied string to here so that you don't lose at least that much of it. And this one has a bolt on it. It works. It's not my happiest hour losing one of the main components, but yeah, and inside there's some grooves. Lighting's bad in this neighborhood. So I got kind of like channeled grooves. That helps focus it into the Cyclone, but also keeps it from jostling around because your paintballs will move and left and right and all that. And it makes a lot of noise and can be problematic. So anyway, and those just mount here, and then the front bracket, it just mounts right here. That hooks on this clip. Easy disconnect. Just comes on. Whatever you want to attach. It's got a pretty good place on it. Come around to this side. This doesn't always latch great. Sometimes it comes undone. That one worked out good. When it's loaded with ammo, it tends not to latch, and then you start firing it and it pops down. But I got it good that time. Not every time. And then we have our response trigger connected to a T-fitting on the underside. And then these are the upgrade fittings. I guess it's 1/8 inch diameter hose fittings and whatnot. Your Cyclone, all that stuff. Good folding stock. I actually really like it. It collapses. If you give me a second, I can try to do one end. So then you can, yep, locks in at a pretty good spot. It's not too in the way, and this can clip to here. You can also clip it to here. But when you have it clipped to here, it doesn't come off very easy. I need to make a new ring for that, but not today. So on your little scope up here, I actually left it on. It changes in multiple colors. So you got your color settings. Well, 2 color settings. There's red. Hard to see on the phone. And then, see if we can get to green. Maybe you can get a view of it. And then you have a different aperture setting. You can switch in those, but you can't see it on the camera, but it has that. When you stow it away, since it's so tall, I mean, it really is kind of a tall gun, you can undo these. And that slides. I took off the bridge so I could put it where exactly I wanted it. And, so that does come off. And the drum totally comes off. We could go through that, but I think I've shown that in some other pictures and such.